mistakes to increase your game, then you've wasted that time. I don't think Jimmy Garoppolo is that type of a player. I think those lessons learned have a chance to transmit themselves very well.
They'll come out in the pistol. Now a carry for the former Michigan State man, Le'Veon Bell. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. On 2nd down, here's Garoppolo. He's going to loft one deep left side here. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Harrison Smith. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. 7 yards on the play, and it'll be a 2nd down. Three yards remaining here on 2nd down. Now here's the first carry for DeMarco Murray. Give him a yard on the run there, and that's going to set up a 3rd down and 2.
The best defensive linemen, they play with great leverage so they can get low and not get bowled over by offensive linemen. They have excellent hands. They can throw people off on a play. We just saw a great example of a really good run stop by a guy playing the defensive tackle position.
Third and 2. Now Roethlisberger. Got a man. He finds Sanders. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36.
And fit's the exact right word. Over the middle, there's almost always traffic. So anytime you're a receiver in that area, you're not just focused on catching the football. You're wondering where the collision's going to come from, right? Because there's almost always someone there able to concentrate, catch it, and even added a little extra at the end with a short run.
Throwing now, Roethlisberger on first down. Over the middle, that's caught by Adams. A good pickup there, 8 yards on the first down completion. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there if he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback that has to slide and find open space to throw.
Clock rolling as we hit the midway point of this first quarter. On second down, Roethlisberger. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete. Jared Cook, the tight end, was the target. And it's third and short.
Oh, man, for him to be that wide open and drop it. Sometimes you have just too much time on your hands, right? You end up thinking way too much, and your hands get shaky.
And yes, he's a tight end, but that's a catch he should have made. Third down here for the offense after the incomplete pass. And now some motion before the snap. And this will be our first penalty of the night's proceedings.
False start, offense. Still third down.
So a costly penalty and now a tougher third down situation. On third down, Roethlisberger. And hauled in by Pitta. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up fourth down.
If you're running out route, it's likely you end up near the sideline. And what did we just see there?
Toe tap.
You got it. The benefits of practice. Toe tapping, foot dragging, picking it up, and making sure it was a catch.
On fourth down, here's Pat McAfee to kick it away. Play clock winding down. So now a high kick here as he'll try to hang it up there. Fair catch called for and made, but now we'll have to see about the penalty.
Kick catch interference. Kicking team.
Careless there. That's going to be a penalty because they were in contact with a return man.
It's not just the punt returner that has to locate the football. The gunners going downfield have to see that as well to make sure they don't contact him.
They'll run it now out of the gun. He'll get 3 up to midfield. And now the Lions' defensive starters.
Kevin Johnson's skills just continue to get better and better. An elite athlete out on the corner, he's up to the challenge of any receiver.
Decent chunk of yardage still left here. 2nd and 7. They come up with one running back. That's Bell. From midfield, here's Garoppolo. And that's incomplete. Jimmy Graham, the intended receiver. 3rd down here.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
So incomplete on 2nd down. Now they'll look to convert here on 3rd. On play action. Now Garoppolo backing up. He finds Coates complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before getting this inside the 30. And there they went crossing route against the zone defense. What do you think of that?
Takes real coordination between the passer and the receiver because you got to read those zones and where the open spots are and be on the same page with the guy throwing the football. Because sometimes you're throwing it in front of the zone. Sometimes you're throwing it between the zones. Sometimes the receiver's going to just kind of find a spot and what we call sit down and present himself to the quarterback and throw it there. It's a tough read, but when they're in sync, it's really effective.
Now a 1st down carry by Bell. And only able to muster a couple down to about the 27.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
2nd down following the run. Again, we'll see the pistol here. On play action, it's Garoppolo. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. Looking for Diggs, and it's intercepted. Picked off by the safety here, Ron Parker. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Well, your first drive of the first quarter, you get it down there, try to fire it in the end zone, and big-time deflation on that play.
No doubt about it. They're moving and grooving and getting into position, and this is not the ending that they saw on this drive, is it? They had things going their way.
After the interception, here's Roethlisberger. Over the middle, it's Jared Cook. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up second down. So we've reached the end of a fairly even first quarter of play. 0-0 our score. More from the Steel City coming up after this.
This presentation of the NFL on EA Sports is brought to you by Gatorade, the sports fuel company.
Here with Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, as the Lions are in possession of the football here to begin quarter number 2. They've got a second down at 5 here to start things out. First throw for the backup, Cutler. And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down.
Today's NFL, these big guys are featured receivers. They move all over the place to try and find good matchups. And they had one. They were just unable to complete the pass.
Now Cutler. And the catch made by Leonte Carroo. And all the way down to the 22-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. 53 yards.
Similar to a slant, it's all about timing when you're throwing a crossing route. Quarterback and receiver have to be in sync, and when they put it on them just right and catch it full speed, running through a defense, can often result in a big pickup of yardage.
And now a first down following that long gain. Throwing now, Cutler on first down. And it's incomplete. It's a dangerous pass. That's what it was. And it brings up second down.
Pretty nice coverage there, but a missed opportunity for an interception. Let's face it, a lot of these defenders, they've got it all. Speed, athleticism, hands, a little bit questionable.
So incomplete on first. Let's see what second down has in store. Second and 10 now. It's Cutler. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
It's a tried-and-true formula, and I don't think it'll change for as long as we play football. If someone's trying to throw the ball and you can put pressure on them and make it tough, that's only going to help your defense.
Yeah, he's since being hurried. He got rid of it before taking the hit, but incomplete. Incomplete pass on second down. Let's see what the offense draws up here on third. On third down, Cutler. And the grab by Croft. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a fourth down.
So much about this game is just understanding situations and then having to execute, isn't it? Guard the first down sticks. Don't let them get there. And they rallied and made the tackle.
Now the Lions, they send out the field goal unit here. This one from 35 yards away. And this one is right through. And the Lions are going to take a 3-0 lead. So after slogging through a scoreless first quarter, we have action on the scoreboard. A field goal makes it 3-0.
Well, with these two offenses, we weren't going to stay 0-0 forever, were we? I'm not sure that this opens the floodgates, but I doubt that's the last scoring we're going to see.
Here's the punter, McAfee, to kick it away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Steelers offense now, they head back onto the field. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Another pistol look here. They'll run with a backup. This is Williams. No gain on the play there. Second down. He had a great read there from his free safety position. And, Charles, you know with those guys, it's all about their eyes. They have to be laser focused.
Yeah, I had to fake my way through it when I was playing, but now I can see exactly what they're doing. And on that play, he obviously had no presence to feel like he's being pushed for a pass. And without that, that allowed him to get up to the line of scrimmage and hold him to no gain.
So they're still at the original line of scrimmage here. Second down and 10. Now it's the backup, Sanchez. He's got time in the pocket. All kinds of time. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And the Lions going with an extra DB here on third down. Throwing on third down, Sanchez. There on the catch, Alfred Blue. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first.
I'm going to show my age here a little bit. We used to talk about running backs catching the ball as safety valves. Nowadays, they're a big part of the passing offense.
Quit acting like you're so old. You're only 65. And the offense lining up first and 10.
Let's go now. Right 18.
Now Williams. And he'll take this one up close to about the 45. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Now that's the type of play that'll fire up a defense. Hold them to 1 yard on a first down run. It'll be interesting to see if the offense decides to press the run at all, or if they'll abandon it now after gaining only 1 on that play.
Here's Sanchez now on second down. He rifles one that's intercepted. Picked off by Casey Hayward. And his guys will set up shop at midfield at the 50-yard line.
You hear me laughing, partner, and I'm not laughing at the situation, but sometimes you just get yourself into a rut. It's hard to shake yourself out of it.
So here come the Lions now. And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3 except in certain situations.
And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Darqueze Dennard. And he's able to bring it up 5 yards shy of midfield to the 45-yard line. The Detroit defense, we get set to watch them go. And the interception the last time, their 3rd takeaway of the game, Charles.
They're just flocking to the football so well. And not only are they doing that, they're making big-time plays and taking it away from them. Big hits, big plays. They're looking very good in this ball game.
You said flocking, flying to the football. Coaches always use that, don't they?
They really do. It's almost, it goes back to the old, when they click off the frame at the end of a play, they want to see all 11 defensive guys in that picture.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. So nothing there, but maybe you blame that on the blocking.
Yeah, at some point, you've got to win at the point of attack. And on that play, that was all the defense. They made it happen.
And it looks like this will likely be the last play before we hit the 2-minute warning.
Let's see if they can sneak one more good play in before the 2-minute signal.
On 2nd down, here's Sanchez. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 1:57 to go in this first half. Back to Heinz Field after this. We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll take you to Orlando and Larry Ridley. Larry will have highlights and analysis of this first half. I'm guessing mostly defensive highlights that we will see.
Yeah, and that's kind of cool. No touchdown scored yet so far.
Yeah, none whatsoever. They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Sanchez. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
So after that big gain, let's see what else the offense has up its sleeve.
Left 35.
On 1st and 10, Sanchez. Looking sideline, incomplete.
I hope I don't sound too rah-rah on that one, but that's the exact right throw. Either your receiver gets it or no one gets it. Give him a lot of credit for being really precise with it.
Got rid of it. No one got it.
36. Check. Right 18. Right 18. Hut. Check 59. Mike is 59. Mike to 59.
2nd and 10, Sanchez here again. And he's just going to get rid of this thing. To no one here, he throws it away, and now it's 3rd. They got pressure there and only rushing 3.
And there's a defensive coordinator right now who is celebrating not just getting home with 3 there, but realizing if that's the type of pressure he can get in the entire game, then his pass defense is going to be excellent. You're dropping 8. Where are you going to go with the football?
So here we go now. An extra defensive back in there on 3rd and 10. Sanchez throwing again. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
So many offenses want to include their running backs into their passing offense and be able to swing the ball out or check it down to them. But sometimes those guys are just not as comfortable catching the ball as they are running it.
So on 4th down here, Mike Tomlin says, let's just get 3. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. And the 13-year man puts it through, but there is a penalty marker down. They might be forced to try this one again.
Roughing the kicker. Defense.
Oh, and you just can't do that. 15 yards on the roughing the kicker call.
Absolutely inexcusable. The kicker's in a defenseless position, and he just gets taken out.
And here comes play number 6 on this drive.
Stop. Hey, you're on an island over there. You're on an island. Check. 35.
They go play action here on first down. And he just throws this one away. Smart decision here this close to the end zone, and it brings up second down. Second down following the incompletion. Second and 10, Sanchez. And a quick throw here, that's complete. That catch good for 5. It's third down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go because he might wander into some tough coverage.
And on 3rd and 5, this will be the 8th play of the drive.
Let's go now. White 20. White 20. Mike 5'9".
Throwing again is Sanchez. But when this ball's tipped and intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
So that's back-to-back drives where they've thrown an interception. Ordinarily, we look at the offense and say, what's going on with your scheme? Maybe we should look at the defense and just give them a whole lot of credit. They've got them frustrated right now.
So the Lions offense ready to go back out onto the field. And we'll see how this is played. Offensively, they've got the lead. Not a whole lot of time left. What do you think, Charles?
Well, it's tempting to try and add to your lead, but a mistake there, that can change things in a big way. I say go ahead, take the knee, get on out for the half.
Now after the interception, here's Cutler. And he floated one out there incomplete.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
They'll throw again from their own end zone. No, he almost had it. Already with one interception, just missing his second there.
The name of the game is always on defense, put pressure on the quarterback. And that's exactly what they've done today. It looks like they've got him a little bit rattled. That would have been the second interception in the first half.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. And they take a knee. Now the Steelers put a stop to the action with a timeout defensively. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime. The defense, they got a little bit of a breather. Now they're back and set as we resume play. Here's Pat McAfee now. And no room for error here as his first punt comes from deep in his own end zone. So a short drop, but he's able to get it out, and this is a good kick. Taking it about the 36. 12 yards on the return that time. And the Steelers will go on offense here, 1st and 10. And Pittsburgh getting set to take the field. And 2 picks thrown here in this first half alone. We'll see how that affects him.
Can't wait to see where his confidence is, because the great ones, they'll throw 4 or 5 picks, and while it'll hurt their team, it won't hurt their confidence. They'll think something was just wrong with the ball or the wind or something was funny. It's never about them. That's how they stay so into the moment and into the game.
They go back to the air here after the INT. And he's got his man on the out route. That one goes for 13 yards, and it moves his sticks.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Here we go, left 35.
Sanchez on first down. To the sideline, and oh, a nice catch there. Made sure the feet were inbounds, and they were.
Was that a receiver? Yeah, actually it was. It was a running back who was a receiver on the play. Ike's been spending time in the receiver drills getting his feet down.
Well, those guys out of the backfield, they got to be good, agile with their feet. He showed the agility there with a toe tap.
No doubt about it.
And into the end zone. Touchdown, Pittsburgh. Aurelius Ben, as the first half is winding down, and the Steelers have taken the lead.
And while that touchdown does not give them an insurmountable lead, it's still a lead, and that always feels good to a team.
They'd love to take that into the lockers, but a little time left on that clock, so some work to do.
I like that. I like how you're guarding against a letdown there.
Already looking forward.
Coaching them up from right up here in the booth.
Billy Cundiff now to kick the extra point. And this is up and good to make it 7-3. Here's the Steelers kick team as they'll boot this one away. On the return, this is Denard Robinson. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get it up to the 29-yard line. And Detroit getting set to go now. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
On 1st and 10, it's Cutler. He's got time. He's going to sling this deep into a double team, and it's intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. That late in the clock, second quarter, why not just run it a time or two and get it into the locker room?
What you're saying makes absolutely perfect sense. Run it and get out of there. But I'm just wondering if the pressure of today's NFL and the high-powered offenses that you're facing may have forced them into saying, let's try and get some more points.
They begin the drive with Williams. And he'll get this up to about the 38-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. So we have reached halftime in our first preseason matchup of the year. As we'll send you down to Orlando as we check in with Larry Ridley and our EA Sports Halftime Report. Larry?
Thanks, Brandon, and welcome to the EA Halftime Report. Let's take a look back at the first half. Both teams have arguably played well enough to be leading at this point, but you see the score and realize this one may very well come down to the wire. So let's take a look at the highlights from the first half. Here they've got it at midfield. Jimmy Garoppolo connects on a pass into coverage, and the pass and catch will end up going for 21 yards. An interception would get the defense off the field. Offense comes out now. Here's the throw is hurried and picked off. Connors is the one who makes the pick, halting the offense's drive. Steelers take over late in the second. Sanchez is going to complete the pass from the gun. And that's a house call. They're are now on top by 4.
All right, Larry, thank you. A fairly tight game here as we get set to resume play in this second half. So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And last year that would have been a net gain of 5 on the return. This year he stopped where he would have been if he had taken a knee, and that's at the 25. And here comes the Steelers defense making their way onto the field. They had a pretty solid first half. Not many adjustments, but I guess there's probably always some adjustments that can be made.
Usually it's just tightened down on the things we've worked on all week in practice. Everyone thinks adjustments are bringing in something absolutely new. For the most part, it's tweaks or just emphasizing what you've worked on already. And that's what they're planning to do here in the second half.
They won't be looking to reinvent the wheel. Now a play fake here on first down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. Andre Hawkins, the intended receiver. And that'll bring up second down. But pretty good coverage there, and both of these defenses, they've had good coverage throughout this one.
No doubt about it. And in today's NFL, where we're used to a bit more scoring, this feels almost like a well-pitched game in baseball on both sides where the tension continues to build. Who's going to make the big play?
10 yards still left on second down. The play clock's running down. They go play action now. Cutler, deep drop. Now he's going to throw deep right side. That's caught inside the 20. A big play there for Detroit. 59 yards. The last drive he threw the pick, but he's not shy. He's going downfield again there.
And you can't be, because if you back off after throwing an interception, your whole game plan just goes right out the window, and it makes things easier for a defense. And you and I both know there's a quarterback in this league that's any good that doesn't throw an interception occasionally, and they usually bounce back in a big way. I've seen guys throw 5 and still find a way to win the game in the end.
So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels. From the red zone now, here's Cutler on first down. Oh, he had 6 points in his hands there. Couldn't hang on. Second down.
After all the preparation, all the practice, a play like that will absolutely break your heart. They had everything they wanted, just unable to complete it. In the end zone, a big-time drop.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. First carry of the game here for Matt Asiata. And able to get him down, but he does reach the 5. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a first and goal.
The more football I watch, the more I want to check and see if teams are going to panic when they're down on the scoreboard. And this team has shown no signs of doing that. A lot of the time, they come out after the half. Things haven't worked so well in the first go-around. They want to throw the football like crazy. But the way to open up throwing the ball is to run it. And they've run it well here to start the second half.
5 yards to go for the offense. First down and goal from that 5-yard line. And not a whole lot there. He does get a couple, taking it from the 5 down to the 3. Be interesting to see now what they do offensively down near the goal line after not much there that time.
As the offensive play caller, that may change your sequence now. Instead of coming right back with a running play, you may have to go to the air.
Looks like the defense in press coverage here. And from the 3 now, it's second and goal. Here's Asiata. Able to get a couple here, but won't get across the plane as they stop him right around the 1.
Brandon, now we find out what their definition of commitment is. They've run it on the first 2 plays. Do they come back and do it again? They're that much closer to getting into the end zone.
Yeah, inching closer and really knocking on the door now. They've gotten it to the 1. Can they get that final yard here on 3rd and goal? They'll run with Asiata. No gain on the play, and what to do now on 4th and goal.
Now, this feels like old-school football because this has turned into a good old-fashioned goal line stand. So on offense, what do you do now? Do you decide to run it or throw it if you go for it on 4th down?
The offense is going to stay out there. We'll see what the play call is. They need to find the right one here on 4th and goal. They'll need to get the play off quickly. Asiata here on the ground. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. Matt Asiata taking it in. And the Lions are going to jump back in front. Well, there was no secret there. They were in goal line formation. They wanted to pound it in on 4th and goal, and they did just that.
And how about the challenge? That's a challenge to the offensive line, which they eagerly accept. I haven't met a lineman yet that doesn't want to run the ball more than throw it because they get to fire out and really smack someone. And, boy, they got it done. I'm sure they were encouraging them on the sideline. Let's go, and let's run the ball as well. And they put it in for 6.
Point after try forthcoming. And it's through, and that makes the lead 10-7. So that one, an 8-play drive. It spans 75 yards. And it's capped off by a touchdown for the Lions. Now after the touchdown, here's Pat McAfee to kick. Now Damian Williams to return it. Spinning past him. And he's got some space here. And he's in for 6 and a Steeler touchdown. Damian Williams, 82 yards. And the Steelers have once again taken the lead. Such an electric play, so much fun to watch, and you need all 11 guys in sync for that to be successful, don't you?
Without a doubt. That's teamwork to be able to put it all together. But that play is really probably the most exciting 10 seconds in football.
Cundefon for the PAT. And that makes it 14-10. And no doubt one of the most, if not the most exciting play we'll see in this game. The kick return all the way to the end zone for 6 points. So now the other return teams out there as they'll try to duplicate what they just saw. This is taken about 7 yards deep. And he'll take this one near the 25, call it the 26-yard line. Now the Lions offense, they get ready to head back out there. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard. The screen was executed and completed, but where's the worry on the play? How many times is a quarterback going to get hit? Because offensive linemen have to do an acting job of making sure it looks like they're whiffing on blocks. But you got to slow them down a little bit, because if you don't, that's a lot of big guys coming at your quarterback in a big, fast way. And, boy, he can get hurt.
Looking to jam the receivers at the line here. Press coverage look defensively. On first down, it's Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Play action. It's Cutler. Andrew Hawkins has it complete. A good pickup there. 13 yards as they get closer for third down. Still in search of the first down after that last completion. Play action. Cutler. And no escaping this time as he'll go down. They got him for a sack.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.